Thank you for tuning in into the Winter 18 release readiness. In this video, you are going to learn about all the fantastic tools that Salesforce makes available to you for free with your Salesforce license to integrate with your email applications. I am Damien Joly, part of the Sales Cloud product management team, and today I'm accompanied by Carlos and Christina.
Hi, my name is Carlos Lourenco. I lead Lightning Sync, and I'm very excited to be here to share some of the cool innovations that we are launching in the Winter 18 release.
My name is Christina. I'm excited to show you the features for Engage within Outlook today.
Fantastic. So we will be sharing roadmap items later in the presentation, and that is why we have the safe harbor slide. We'll make sure to cover the roadmap items and let you know what is on the roadmap. Otherwise, everything else that we're going to show today will be coming when your organization gets upgraded to the Winter 18 release. So please make your purchasing and implementation decisions based on currently available features. So we've talked with many of you over the years, and consistently you're telling us that integrating with email applications rank among the top needs that you have. And it's no wonder, because we spend so much time in our email applications, right? So McKinsey and Company says more than a quarter of our time on a daily basis is spent sending emails to clients, curating our calendar to keep our availability up to date, and to meet with clients as many times as possible. And so Salesforce wants to be a part of that time and brings a lot of capabilities right in this email application, whether you're working with Outlook or with Gmail. And then in the background, we take the information that you copy there and post it in Salesforce so that when you're in Salesforce, you can trust that that data is up to date and will let you know how your business is doing. So it drives up productivity for your team, and it also increases your Salesforce org adoption. This is great news. That success is going to be shared across your entire team, whether they are your direct reports and working in sales or in service or with the platform at Salesforce, or whether you're in management so that you have access to that information readily at your fingertip, your reports are up to date, and you understand how your business is doing. So we've put some numbers on this slide after conducting a survey with many of you, and those numbers were pretty compelling in the end. Carlos, why don't you walk us through what our viewers have told us they care about the most?
Absolutely. Damien, as you mentioned, sales reps spend a great deal of time in their email applications. We believe that focusing on precisely that integration of Salesforce with email applications is the key to unleash a great deal of productivity. Sales reps can use the cloud-based next-generation applications from Salesforce to integrate with their email applications. Applications such as Lightning for Outlook, Lightning for Gmail, and Lightning Sync will provide that additional boost in productivity. Sales reps can, using Lightning for Outlook and Lightning for Gmail, for example, have access to Salesforce records directly from within the email applications. Not only that, but they can also save emails to Salesforce. They can compose new emails using templates and save those emails specifically to Salesforce records. Additionally, they can edit and create records right from the email applications, all without having to toggle back and forth between Salesforce and that email application. For the Salesforce administrators interested in keeping contacts and events in sync between Salesforce and those emails applications, Salesforce offers Lightning Sync, which is the server-to-server application that keeps contacts and events in sync. Using Lightning Sync, Salesforce administrators can keep contacts in sync bidirectionally between Salesforce and emails. Additionally, events can also be kept completely in sync between those two systems. And all that is done securely, transparently, and efficiently.
That's great. So let's get into a demo. I know you're dying to get your eyes on those integrations. So let me switch to my Surface machine here and start my Outlook application on this desktop. So I'm launching Outlook 2016. And right when Outlook starts, you see that Lightning for Outlook on the right-hand side over here complements and enriches the experience provided in Outlook. So pay attention to the pin over here. This is what allowed Lightning for Outlook to launch right away upon the start of Outlook. So pretty neat feature. If you don't see the pin, make sure that you upgrade to the latest Outlook 2016 build and you will have access to it. Let me switch to my second email. Lightning for Outlook has refreshed and now recognizes all the people included on this email. You'll recognize a new capability that we've introduced in Winter 18 that allows you to manage your Salesforce tasks without toggling between Outlook and the Salesforce application. So I'm going to go ahead and look at all the tasks that are assigned to me. You see a list of list views that are available over here, and the last time that I was working with my tasks was to look at all the overdue tasks. So the application is intelligent and remembers that this is the list view that I enjoy working with. But you see that I have access to other lists. So I can look at today's tasks and other tasks that are assigned to me. So this is really neat because Lightning for Outlook tells me what I should be working on to move my business deals forward and close them to meet my quotas. When I go back into the standard experience, you see that I can drill down on those people and get all the details coming from Salesforce. I can chatter with my coworkers. I see the activity timeline for that person and the related records. I also have access to the account my clients work for, all the opportunities that are ongoing and cases that I have that they have open in the past, so that I can craft that perfect response. So this is Desktop Outlook 2016. Now, Lightning for Outlook also works in Outlook on the web. So let me switch to Outlook on the web. This is exactly the same experience that is now available when I use Chrome or IE or Safari or Edge to access Outlook. You'll notice a number over here that tells me there were other matches in the Salesforce organization with that email address. So if this is not the right Michael, I can choose another Mike over here and save that email in Salesforce using the proper person that I had in mind. So I'm going to go ahead and save that email. I only have to click on this button and the email will now be copied over in Salesforce. So those were the Winter 18 features that are available when I read emails. When I craft emails or respond to emails, I also have access to Lightning for Outlook. In this example, I'm going to leverage an email template and quickly craft that email. It's going to pick up the person that I'm sending the email to, but I can also merge fields from other Salesforce records. In this case, I'm selecting an opportunity, and in the drop-down here, you'll notice that we've added all the classic UI templates that you've already spent a lot of time creating, so you're going to be able to leverage those classic UI templates. And there it is. The email is created from that template that you already leverage and love in your classic UI application. Now I'm ready to send the email. So now that I've shown the template capabilities that you have access to in Outlook, let me go back to the slides and recap what you get with Lightning for Outlook. With Lightning for Outlook, you can view relevant Salesforce records to the emails and the calendar appointments that you're managing in Outlook. You can also choose the proper person that you have in mind when an email address matches multiple Salesforce records. You can copy those important emails over. You can use templates, including classic UI templates. You can manage your Salesforce tasks. That's new in Winter 18. And finally, you get capabilities when your organization is provisioned with Einstein, especially around leads. So you get those lead scores to understand what leads are the hottest, which ones are maybe cooler, so you understand which ones to focus on. I've included a screenshot over here showing how lead scores are appearing in Lightning for Outlook. You've got the app builder capabilities so that if you want to provide your sales organization with a very specific layout, you can use the app builder and make that experience very relevant to that team. Maybe you'll assign a different email application pane to your service reps so that they get a different list of records and they see more relevant data. You can also get Lightning components from the App Exchange, and if you have the appetite, you can develop your own Lightning components. The system requirements are listed over here. Pay attention to the requirements both on the server and on the client side. All right, let's talk about the capabilities that customers using Pardot get in Lightning for Outlook.
Perfect. So I'm currently logged in to my Outlook, to my email using Outlook for Mac. And I can see with this new winter release, I have a few additional features available to me. I can see information like the lead score and the engagement history right within Outlook. And this provides me some information ahead of time before I reach out to my contact so I can create that personalized one-to-one message. And before I send out this email, I can also turn on tracking. That way when prospects open the emails, I know exactly which ones have been opened. And all this engagement data comes through, pushes to me through engagement alerts in Salesforce. So let's take a look at that in Salesforce. So here I have all of my engagement alerts coming in, but the feature that's new within Winter is now this will include alerts that are from the open emails from Outlook. And I'll also see this information using Engage reports. So I can get information on all of the emails that I'm sending through Outlook here. And now back to the slide. So I showed you the features that were new with Winter, which is Engage for Outlook. Salesforce Engage is more than that. It's not just available in Outlook, it's also available within Salesforce, S1, and Gmail. And this tool provides your sales reps it powers them to be their own marketers. So they can send templated emails that were curated from your marketing team to give that personalized messages. And with tracking, you can get those real-time alerts, so you're able to react in a timely fashion when your prospects are engaging with your content. But more specifically, a recap of what I demoed. In Engage for Outlook, you get information on the engagement history and the lead score directly from your email. And you can also track your emails, which will be pushed to you through Engage alerts, as well as Engage reports. And last but not least about this, all of these tracked emails from Outlook will be automatically logged in Salesforce.
That's fantastic.
Thank you.
So sales reps are becoming marketers.
They are, and it's a good thing. Back to you, Damien.
Thank you, Christina, so much. So we've spent a lot of time talking about the integration with Outlook. Similar integration capabilities are available in the Google world. So let me switch to my demo machine and show you what Lightning for Gmail and Lightning Sync does. So over here, I'm switching to my email account on Google. This is a G Suite powered email account, and you see that on the right-hand side, I also have access to Salesforce so that I can work with both those tools. These applications are not siloed anymore. They talk with one another and allow me to be productive in my Gmail application. So Mary is emailing me. I have access to Mary's details, the activity timeline for Mary, and the related information as well. I can log that email into Salesforce. And I can also manage the tasks that are assigned to me in Salesforce. So similarly, when I go into this task component, I am looking at all the tasks that I should complete to be successful in my business. When I respond to the email, I can also craft a response, save that response in Salesforce. I can quickly craft the content using the templates that are available to me. Both Lightning templates and the classic UI templates that you've created in your Salesforce org are available in Lightning for Gmail. So it does not matter whether you work in the classic UI in Salesforce or in the Lightning UI. You'll recognize all the templates that you've created over here. You can even save an email that you've just created as a new template. All right, there is an additional icon over here that comes from the fact that my organization is powered with Einstein. So when I click on the icon next to the account, I get information about the account. Is it in the news? Should I pay attention? Maybe it's going to help me have an educated conversation with my client because I know what's going on in their world. The icon also shows up on the opportunity so that it brings my attention to the fact that maybe an opportunity is unlikely to close because the email sentiment is not that great, or because maybe the prospect has not responded in a while. So it really helps me triage those emails and have a better conversation follow-up. So those are the UI capabilities that you get when you work in Gmail. But it's not just about the UI. There is also a synchronization process in the background. Let's talk about Lightning Sync.
Absolutely. Thank you, Damien. So what is Lightning Sync? Lightning Sync is a server-to-server synchronization engine. It is great because it keeps contacts and events completely in sync for your sales reps. That means that sales reps will never have to enter redundant data in their systems, and everything is kept completely in sync between Salesforce and their email application. In addition to that, Lightning Sync works with any sort of operating system on the client side. It is completely independent. Sales reps can use Windows, can use Mac, and the synchronization will occur the same way. Now, one of the key highlights of Lightning Sync, and one of the reasons why IT organizations absolutely love the product, is because it is centrally monitored and is centrally managed. What that means is that Salesforce administrators can set it up and configure directly in their settings, in their org configuration settings, and get it up and running. And in addition to that, there's absolutely no installation to be done. Now, what are some of the key innovations that we are bringing to you in a Winter 18 release? Now, Lightning Sync will be able to sync bidirectionally non-recurring events for your Google G Suite application.
This is great. Isn't it something that customers have been looking forward to?
This is a long-awaited feature that customers have been asking us to introduce to the product. We're very glad to finally get this delivered, and we're pretty sure that customers will be very excited about that. Not only are we offering that bi-directional sync of events between Salesforce and Google, but also we are introducing the ability to sync attendees and attendees' responses to events.
Wow, that's great.
So now I can keep the answers of my attendees in sync and captured in my Salesforce org.
All right.
Now you may say, this is great. What do I need as a Salesforce administrator to get this going and up and running in my org? Well, if you have Microsoft Exchange Server 2013 or Microsoft Exchange Server 2016, you're good to go. In addition to that, if you have Microsoft Online Office 365, you can get started right now. For Google customers, all you need is to have Google G Suite application, the corporate license, and you can integrate that with your Salesforce org immediately. Finally, I'd like to hand it over back to you, Damien, to talk about the roadmap of Lightning for Outlook and Lightning for Gmail.
Yeah, thanks, Carlos. So you've told us that the pin is something you really look forward to and you really love in Outlook. So we're continuing, thanks to our partnership with Microsoft, to support the pin in more areas of Outlook 2016. So when you're composing emails, Lightning for Outlook will automatically light up. I'm sure you're looking forward to that. And then also to support the pin in Outlook on the web and Outlook for Mac. We're also going to make the use of global actions smarter, so we pre-populate more information, meaning less manual data entry for you. When you receive one of those chatter notification emails, Lightning for Outlook and Lightning for Gmail will recognize that this is a special email and that the records we're suggesting should be tailored to that email. And we're continuing to work with Einstein. Einstein, you know, at Salesforce is a huge area of investment. We're looking forward to making those integrations more and more capable with Einstein. So you're going to see opportunity scores, for example, to really understand how your opportunities are doing. And I think for Outlook, for Engage for Outlook, you're also looking at introducing more capabilities, right?
That's right. We're going to include templates within Engage for Outlook as well.
Congratulations.
That's awesome, guys. Well, Salesforce administrators might think, what about Lightning Sync? What is coming down for the future release? Well, we're planning a lot of great things. As you know, we already have the bidirectional sync of events and contacts in the product as of Winter 18. Now, for future release, we're planning the bidirectional sync of person accounts, and we have not forgotten about recurrent events. Recurrent events, it's on our roadmap. We're currently working on it, and will be delivered in future releases. Finally, we are planning to give greater flexibility to Salesforce administrators when it comes to security, and we're planning to release user-level OAuth. Christina, why don't you talk about some of the opportunities to learn more about those products?
Absolutely. So as always, make sure you read every single word of our release notes for Winter 18. No, don't read it all unless you really want to. You can, your bedtime reading. But also join our success community. There are specific success groups for Outlook, Lightning for Outlook, Gmail, and Sync. And as always, you can learn more on all of our trails using Trailhead. So there's one specifically for integrating Outlook and Gmail with Salesforce. And we have an additional for those Pardot customers interested in Engage for Outlook. You can join the success community called Pardot B2B Marketing Automation. And we have a blog. You can read all about Engage for Outlook on our announcement when we post it. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time when we introduce our new features for the next release.